Hi everyone, it's Cheryl Cran, and this week I'd like to share a video message with you. When I do my keynotes, I typically allow and ask the audience to interact with me through text and through polling. And the reason I do that is I see myself as a facilitator of intelligence. So of course I bring research and inspirational insights on change leadership and the future of work. But I find that by enrolling and engaging the audience with the content, there's far more of a takeaway and there's far more of a sense of we did this together, and I see my role as a facilitator of intelligence. And so when I get those text message questions, a lot of times what they do is they free up people to ask questions that they might not ask in front of their peers. And it also is a symbol or symbolized questions that people might be thinking but don't ask. And so I really like to encourage people to interact with me through text when I'm presenting, and therefore we can have this interactive dialogue around the content. So today I thought I would share a video with you for this week's message with a couple of those text message questions. So let's go with the first one. And this was just from yesterday's keynote for ICTC in Toronto, which was Information Technology Council of Canada, doing great work in creating programs and helping students get ready for the future of work and collaborating with programs like STEM and those kinds of things. So ICTC is a great resource for Canadian business. So one of the questions I got from the audience was this: how can a millennial work to encourage change at their employer? I love my work and I would love to stay, but the focus on presenteeism and inability to innovate makes it a struggle. You know, I hear this a lot from millennials and the incoming Gen Zs, that they really want to try to work within the structures of the current business, and they realize and understand that Zoomers, which are baby boomers who refuse to age, have established those structures, and that Gen X have continued to modernize those structures. But this question by a millennial is very indicative of how they feel, which is they really might like their work, but they're struggling with the fact that they can't have more flexibility around their time, or that they can't work remotely a portion of their time. And so as an organization and as leaders, we really need to evaluate our systems and structures. Are we engaging all generations by providing remote work opportunities, by providing flex work opportunities? Now keep in mind that not everyone's suited for that kind of work. Depending on personality, there are people who prefer to work in a social environment, in a workplace, and having the structure and the schedule of coming into work on a regular basis. But there's also a good portion of people and a good portion of millennials who are saying, I'd like the option to work from home a couple days a week. I'd like to be able to be performance-based and not regarded or reviewed based on me showing up to a certain place over and over again. So the systems are definitely changing. For this millennial, my advice would be twofold. Number one, have a conversation, a candid conversation with your boss. This is an opportunity for leading up, and that is asking your boss about the policies and procedures around remote work. Is there anything in the work around engaging and enrolling more people in remote work? Asking your boss his or her position on flexible time work, and really just start engaging in a dialogue. To go one step further, you could actually present to your boss research on engagement levels for millennials who have remote and flex work options. You could present a PowerPoint slideshow with 3 or 4 slides that says, here's the research, here's what I love about what I do, and here's what I'd love even more if this were available. And really engage your boss in a dialogue around it. You might not enact change right away, but organizations are aware that this is a future of work imperative. And what I would say to this millennial is, if you love your work and you're just struggling with the innovation piece, which I hear over and over again from millennials, is make sure that you're presenting your ideas in a way that's palpable to your audience. So a lot of times with millennials, you are full of ideas, you want to bring those, and you wish that your boss and that the leadership would just enroll those ideas immediately. Again, sort of a combo of presenting the idea with a mindset that has multiple perspectives. So the idea and how it would impact customer innovation, the idea and how it would impact employee innovation, the idea and how it would impact your boss, how it would impact the business. So multiple perspectives ability is required when we're sending ideas and presenting ideas to our bosses or to teams overall. And if you're a millennial right now and you are struggling in staying, please, please, please do talk to your boss and be really candid about what it is you love and what it is you'd like to see change. Because organizations, they're aware that the average millennial tenure is about 3 years or less, and it's getting shorter and shorter. But for this millennial, you can tell that he or she is really wanting to figure out how can I work better. And this is a great indicative sign of millennials overall who want to make it work, but over time they just give up trying to deal with the rigid structures and trying to deal with the lack of response to their innovation, and then they do eventually move on. So that's the text message of the week that I've answered. I'm going to be doing more of this in weekly updates, so stay tuned. And feel free to text message me a question if you like, 604-340-4700. I share my mobile with audiences worldwide, and my trust in humanity is tenfold because no one has ever abused having my mobile number. So take care, enjoy the rest of your week, keep doing the good work that you do. Bye-bye.